Thank you for staying with us. I know, Tope, you wanted to respond to our last caller.
Yes, Mr. Adebayo, I feel that when people internalize, when you get so angry at accusation, there's iota of truth to the accusation. You know, what he asked was, if somebody comes out and says that your husband, the amazing guy, thank you for saying my husband is amazing, he's amazing. Somebody comes to accuse your amazing husband, the husband that I know, except I have a doubt already in my mind about him. What we will do, I trust him. We know we have said the truth to ourselves. We don't bother ourselves with a liar outside because that is a non-issue, is a non-entity. If we feel that is an issue that can become a damage to his name in future, we'll take it to court where we can deal with it. And this case is already in court. So we should stop getting emotional. And I know that we can't stop emotional conversation. But when we do emotion without dealing with the law, or we don't deal with the crux of the matter, which is that a cause also comes out a cause. If you have issues with trust, there was already betrayal within the family. So I cannot speak to the character or the person of the Senate President. I can only speak to my own character, my husband, to the extent that I know him. And when we have that conversation, and I know I trust my husband, and he tells me there's nothing going on, end of discussion. I don't face the woman. It's like when they find two people cheating, and then you now go and beat the lady. The housewife goes to beat the lady. I'm like, why? We need to stop pitting ourselves against each other. Face your own.
I know Ramatu would like to jump in, but I was just going to say that we also forget that the wife of the Senate President actually came out and defended her husband. And I think as a wife, you are allowed to do that.
Yeah, so what I wanted to add is that sexual allegations are very serious. It's a very serious one. The only problem I see here is not, even if it happened or it did not happen, I don't know. I can't say it happened. But the timing is just the problem. She wouldn't have brought it now that, you know, she has issues at the Senate. Maybe she would have done it before the issue, or, you know, before the issue at the Senate, or afterwards, after the thing would have died down a long time ago, then she would have brought that sexual thing. However, I can't decide for her. You understand? So she can, maybe this was the time for her to bring it up. That's fine. Okay,
so you're saying it's her prerogative whenever she decides to bring it up. But let me take this call from, we'll continue after. We'll take this call from Ajike from Lekki. Good morning, Ajike.
Good morning, my dear ladies.
Good morning.
I must say that I admire the contribution of each one of you.
Thank you.
But I must pinpoint that Tope is actually like she's sitting inside my mind. So Tope, I really back you 100 and plus% your views this morning. Ladies, have you noticed that the two men who have fought, the prince and the man that claims he knows Tope's husband, can you see where they're coming from? They still believe that women are supposed to serve them on their knees. They still believe that women are underdogs. Even though we're in a world of educated women. I am pretty of the old school. Thank God I'm very well read. Thank God I've been to quite a number of places. In the modern world, would a woman be thinking about somebody spoiling my husband's name? Rather than in your bedroom, you have a discussion with your husband. And if it is not true, then okay, that's between you and him. She's not supposed to carry a flag and come and fight on behalf of her husband. And I must say that the Senate President's wife, thank you for being in the background. But then why are these men that phoned in this morning talking about what would my wife think and what would you do?
It's too close to
yes, I have held very responsible positions in my profession, and I have gone through similar torture. And when I try to cry out, it was a case of, oh, just keep quiet, don't vex, just forget about it.
Yeah.
And therefore, I am pained till till today. Because the men, well, in the world of men that we are in, I was privileged to become a national president. And when I pointed out what was wrong, it was a case of, oh, she's a woman. You know, women are always looking to talk or whatever. So just forget it. I am strongly behind a woman that is bold enough, like Natasha. We are all not made the same at all. Yeah. I am just like Tope. I will just swallow it and tell myself, forget it. But then I am pained. Yeah. But if we can find a few people like Natasha that can stand up and say, I'm going to go all the way, we should support her. We should back her. We should make her understand, and other women that are bold like her know that, yes, we are human beings, we are well-read, and we can stand for it. The former president of the United States of America, I've forgotten his name, who had this kind of accusation. You remember? I can't remember his name right now. He also did vie to become president. We never had her carrying her own flag on another side and begging all women to support her, to support her husband. No, civilized society. So please, Natasha, go ahead. Prove what you want to prove. I will support a bold girl. Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you, Ajike, for your contributions, ladies.
And like what that lady said, that nice girls never get a corner office. I think in Nigeria, we need to define what sexual harassment is. It's so funny how so many women are being harassed every day. They don't even know they are being harassed. Yes, even simple things. As in a workplace, a man should not even overstep. Even certain compliments, sexual harassment, certain people touching you in a certain way. And so, say my wife, my office girlfriend, there's so many things that is sexual harassment. We don't even know what that entails. You're being harassed and you don't even know. And the men have taken it as a norm, as is normal. Like, it's not sexual harassment, it's normal now. My office wife, you're looking beautiful today. You make some unruly comments and everything. No, it is unacceptable. So if we don't even understand what sexual harassment means, the definition, people are overstepping their boundaries every day at workplaces and otherwise. So
if you complain, they wonder
why she's so sensitive. Why is she also uptight? She's too uptight, she's too sensitive. You're sexually harassing me. But you don't even know it, and people around don't see it because they don't know better. So it's sad.
Yeah, so you wanted to ask me.
So that topic went from
to
sexual
harassment. No. I even like how we have come to this part of the conversation. I didn't want us to make it about the sexual allegation she had made about the Senate president, but I think we can discuss sexual harassment generally in the workplace. I have had personal experiences of my own, of where there are people that, that from the outside, well-respected people. You would never believe if I was to tell you that my own experience with that person was so different. Someone we respect, this person is an upright citizen. It's not possible. So things like that have happened so many times, and you hear women keep quiet about it. Would you say that there's a lesson for our younger, what would we want to teach our younger girls coming up, about how to express themselves when they find themselves in such situations, especially when we know that the pushback can be quite hard? And secondly, for me, I think I want to add is, what is the responsibility of all the women who are older when someone younger than us with less resources, as you mentioned, or with less support, how do you, as older women, support such a person?
Should I?
Yeah.
So
okay, we have a call before we take that. We have a caller on the line. Good morning. Benga, good morning.
My name is Benga. Good morning to the ladies there. I always look forward to see these beautiful ladies discuss issues.
Thank you.
We are there to enlighten, to educate, and to inform ourselves. Now, the issue of Natasha, that she won't be covered for injustice. Yes, it's good. to fight your rights. He has the liberty, he has the right to fight for justice and to see that justice is done. But at the same time, you have to look at it. If you look at it, we are looking more on the allegation of sexual harassment, more than what happened at the chamber.
Sure.
If Madam Natasha has reported and made noise about this sexual harassment when it happened, I will have been one of her supporters. But coming with the issue of sexual harassment, after she misbehaved, while she was unruly in the chamber, a hallowed chamber, hallowed, holy temple of law, where Nigerian representatives as well to discuss Nigerian matter, I will not buy into that. I thought, and I'm seeing that as a distraction.
Okay.
Yes, he has been punished. He has had a punishment. That is good. She can pursue her sexual harassment with iron cast evidence. Okay. He that alleges her the burden of proof. I want her to stop all this social media and the rest. Let her pursue that to the logical conclusion. For you to accuse somebody's father, somebody's husband, uncle, relative as a womanizer and this and that, years after his adultery was committed, I think that's a problem there. If you look at the days she quoted, after that, you have been seeing her having pictures, travel with the same Senate president to many international events, and having selfie or something with him. He did not raise the issue of harassment at that time. Why is it that after she misbehaved in a hallowed chamber, you now remember this man had been harassing me sexually? To me, I will not buy into that gimmick to cover her for her misbehavior. So you women there, with what happened in that chamber, and she represented the women code very well in the chamber. As you're in that studio now, there's a setup there. If you come tomorrow morning and the management has to change your chair or your arrangement, will you suspend the program and say, no, we'll not have it until they tell us the reason why they change my chair? No. You are to have your program. You cannot go and ask the leadership, why the arrangement changed? They accept that day that say, look, when you want to raise objections, go to your seat. Then you can listen to you. Say, no, I will not go. I want to know the reason why this was done before I go there. I think she does not represent the women code and her competency or senatorial district very well in that area. Let her pursue the issue of women sexual harassment and pursue her justice. But that behavior is not something we should commend. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Benga, for your contributions. Do we have messages? Yes, but just to respond to him, he really made a case for, first of all, that the conversation really is of how she, as we said earlier, how she acted in, why she served the 6-month punishment was the way she conducted herself, that she should have done it a bit more, there's a procedure, there's a hierarchy, there's a method in which to express your grievances, but it seemed like she did not take that into consideration. But I thought that also she served the suspension, she served the punishment for that, and she's back to do the job. Now, but we hear this constantly where callers are saying, what if it's your husband that has been accused? What if it's someone you know that has been accused? I want to ask a question back to the ladies and to them is, what if your daughter came and said to you that she had been harassed by someone that you respect or a boss at work? Would you say to her to keep quiet and not talk about it?
Majority
because the boss is bigger than her, because it's easier to say to another woman, why are you talking now? Why didn't you talk then? But what if it was your daughter? How would you respond to something like that? She's crying and looking to you and say, give me, this has nothing to do with the allegation. Please, this is so different from the allegation that the senator has made against the Senate president. I'm just asking. I just really want to know how we think if it is somebody that we know and love, that comes to such a situation.
Yeah, I'm going to hug my daughter and applaud her for even having the bravery to share something that vulnerable with me and trusting me to the point that she's willing to share that. And, all I keep hearing from the callers is, why is the timeline where somebody reports a case of sexual harassment? And it is not for anybody to say or to tell you at what point you're comfortable or something triggers you to be able to speak out. People take 10 years to speak out. People take a lifetime to speak out. People, before it's in their memoirs that you hear what happened to them. People speak up immediately. We're all wired differently. Some people speak up for different reasons, maybe a trigger or something. And obviously, from what has happened, we can see that something triggered her own response. Yeah. But that being said, I would tell my daughter to pursue the case to the full extent of the law.
Thank you, Amaka. And I believe that, you know, unfortunately we can't we can't discuss more of the issue because of time. But, you know, I feel that there are lots of lessons to learn from what has happened with her coming back, and also with the calls that we have received today and your opinions. Thank you, ladies. Let's go on a short break, and when we'll come back, we'll continue with the show.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.